Well, yeah. I mean,
I mean,
half of
like
it doesn't.
last night our stream was getting super throttled. Good morning, it's Brushfire Mind. It's Me More Monday. Let's talk about the war on memes. So this is going to be Epsteinisode 2, and here's what we want to cover. It on Me More Monday. One of the main topics that we want to talk about is how basically the censorship of conservative media, to include notably meming. Memes are powerful, man. A meme is basically an idea that spreads itself like a virus. Um, the one thing, the just about the only thing that Richard Dawkins was ever smart on was what he talked about memes as kind of a living thing. Uh, but it's interesting that after the Epstein suicide, something happened, right? So, what was it? All of a sudden, the the phrase, the hashtag, Clinton body count was trending on Twitter, right? And here's RT. I'm not a big fan of RT, but okay, here we go. Clinton body count trends on Twitter. Establishment blames Russia. And we're not even going to read the article. The article talks about what. Ooh, stay with me, baby. Stay with me. The article talks about what the Clinton body count conspiracy is all about. And it really is this simple. People die around the Clintons. That's just, it is what it is. Uh,
A lot of suicides, a lot of car crashes. It's kind of strange.
well, and it's not just suicides. It's the Clinton body count list. It's stuff like found in wrecked plane, victim and pilot both shot twice in back of head, ruled suicide. You're like, oh, did they take turns shooting each other in the back of the head? Because that to me sounds like yeah, I'm down. You go first. Wait a minute. But here it comes, and these I don't know Antonio Villanueva, Mary Elizabeth, Grant Stern. Grant Stern, I know that name, but most of these people I don't know who the hell they are, but they're tweeting. When Clinton body count is trending on Twitter as a reaction to the story that Epstein attempted suicide, people are hip to the game. They need him gone at all costs. Okay, that's a start, but anyone denying the concrete connection better look at themselves in the mirror and ask, am I really defending a criminal family who's been testified against by victims of sexual assault? Hashtag Clinton body count. So there's some examples of the hashtag Clinton body count tag trending. But then, okay, here comes Grant Stern. Russia didn't wait long to prove Mueller 100% correct about Putin interfering in our politics today with the hashtag Clinton body count trending. Oh, the Russian bots are out in full force, right? Troll farms earning their living already, and it's only 4 a.m. Clinton body count. Okay. So the Russians are running Clinton body count to interfere in our election because there's a Clinton running for the. Oh wait, no, there's not. There's not any Clintons running. There's not. Now, this article mentions something interesting up toward the top. That the idea of the Clinton body count. This actually surprised me. Coined by writer and conspiracy theorist Danny Casolaro. I might have to look into him later. In the late 1980s. So the idea that that people die around the Clintons, the idea that having information on Hillary and Bill is a good way to get yourself suicided, it's not like it just came about since the mysterious deaths that surrounded Clinton during the time of his impeachment. No. Because let's not forget, Hillary Clinton entered the world of politics when she was fired for corruption from the Watergate investigation.
Yeah, how corrupt do you have to be to get thrown off that investigation? Like they look at Richard Nixon covering up for his buddies who broke into the DNC. In fact, wow, man, talk about some bizarre mimetic parallels. But how corrupt do you have to be to get fired from that investigation? Where everything they find is so bad, a president's about to go down, but then they look at you and go, God, you're a piece of shit. You're fired.
Well, not only that, she has always been a DNC associated operative. And we're talking about, when you're talking about Watergate, the thing that always comes to mind when people talk about Watergate is Nixon got impeached. Okay? No, he didn't. He was threatened with impeachment and then
Left.
Or I'm sorry. He wasn't removed from office by impeachment. He left. He resigned. But here's the thing. In the whole Watergate scandal, Nixon didn't do anything wrong except for the thing that Nixon was getting in trouble for was covering for somebody who did something wrong. Now, and don't take this as some people did some things. That's not what I'm saying. The guys that Nixon was covering for were RNC operatives. I'm not going to go into real deep detail here, but I want you to understand real quick. The guys that Nixon was covering for were RNC operatives who, by all appearances, took it on themselves to break into the DNC headquarters for the purpose of trying to acquire evidence to support the suspicion and the claim that the DNC was conducting illegal espionage activities against the RNC at the time. So you had a deeply corrupt and politically protected DNC conducting illegal spying operations against the Republicans, and some shall we say, overeager initiative grabbers tried to get the evidence to bring that to light. And what Nixon got in trouble for was covering up for some guys that took it too far, trying to prove that the Democrats were doing the crooked shit that Democrats do, which is conducting, in that case and in the case of Trump, criminal espionage activities against the other party. Now, I'm not even saying that the Republicans have never done this. I don't know. But what I do know is that the Democrats are notorious for it. Right? Clinton was too corrupt for the Democrats to protect during the Watergate investigation. Okay? So the idea of a Clinton body count has been around for a long time. Well, here's the interesting thing about that. Have you read the Trump body count list about all the people that have died suspiciously around Donald Trump over the last 40 years? Have you read that one yet?
I haven't.
That's because there isn't one. There is a list of 56 friends of the Clintons. Yes, Rod, I've seen that meme as well. There is the list of 56 friends of the Clintons who mysteriously died in bizarre circumstances. But there is no corresponding theory for Donald Trump. But all of a sudden, let's see. Just 21 hours ago, or 20 hours ago, here we go. Holy shit, has this changed since... I was about to say. Trump's body count, 17... I was about to say, if this changed while we were looking away, that would be...
That would be spooky.
That would be really spooky. But so there it is. Trump body count. Trending number 8, 17 hours ago. 16 hours ago, number 6. 15 hours ago, number 4. But the Clinton body count is nowhere to be seen as much as 21 hours ago, right? no Clinton body count trending. But it was, in fact, trending. And here's an interesting point. Okay, here, political talk on tiger droppings. Clinton body count had 100,000 more tweets than Trump body count.
You know what's funny is when Epstein got the shit kicked out of him a couple of weeks ago, the exact same thing happened.
Yes.
And then just a few hours after the inception of the hashtag, it was gone, man, just gone. And honestly, even before it was called the Clinton body count, there were snarky remarks about how if you cross the Clintons, you might end up committing arkancide, because they were politicians in Arkansas, or rather, Bill was, and we're talking about a man who was district attorney and governor. So, as far as local politics are concerned, those are huge positions. Like, you don't want to cross your local DA, not even a little bit,
no,
because they'll find something on you, and you will go to jail. Like, that might happen.
So, yeah, I think Don Jr. hit the nail on the head there. For Trump body count to be trending, even though Clinton body count has over 100,000 more tweets, is peak Twitter. I mean, that's just. I don't see how it gets more obvious than that. That there's some crooked shit going on right here.
I'm blanking on the guy's name, but have you seen? It's about 7 minutes long. It's where Ted Cruz is interviewing a psychologist who's actually been studying the psychology of memetics, and he goes on to say that with certain algorithmic manipulations, there were 2 million votes that were affected in the 2016 cycle, and as Ted Cruz presses him, the guy's like, I'm not a Trump fan. I voted for Hillary. I'm a lifelong Democrat. This is not a partisan issue. It's just I've been studying this field now for years, and I have come to the conclusion this is how you manipulate this, and this is how you manipulate that. And then the most shocking thing was when you get to the end of it, the psychologist says, I want to make this crystal clear. I'm not saying at maximum 2 million votes were changed. I'm saying at a minimum 2 million votes were changed. My maximum estimate on how many votes were changed was 10 million. So basically all that stuff we heard in the last election, you'd be like, well, Hillary won the popular vote. Yeah. Well, not without that psychological warfare out there. And I say all that to say, this is exactly what the big tech companies are doing. They know good and damn well that the Clinton body count is something that has decades of history behind it. It's almost become like a political throwaway joke. And it's natural and organic, and they can't have that. No sirree, because if 65% of the country suddenly are like, yeah, that Clinton body count thing, that's suspicious, that's just going to make them less likely to vote for Democrats. And, well, those big tech firms can't have that. Nope, because they're Democrats, and they can't let us do the wrong thing. No, they can't let us do the wrong thing. They're helping.
So you mentioned that we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but we have talked about it a little bit before. That claim that Clinton won the popular vote. I want y'all to take a look at this map. You see those giant spikes where Clinton won by huge margins? More than, I'm going to say that again, more than 50% of all votes that went to Hillary Clinton came from Los Angeles, Seattle. What is this?
Chicago.
Chicago, New York, and I guess Miami, apparently. But more than half from these 4 cities right here. Right? L.A., Seattle, Chicago, and New York. Right? And what do all 4 of those cities have in common other than being consistently Democrat?
Criminal populations and illegal alien populations.
They're sanctuary cities. They're absolutely smack full of criminal aliens. And there's one more thing they all have in common. All 4 of those cities have pushed, and at the state level in each of the 4 cases, have and are pushing for the vote for criminal aliens.
Oh yeah, illegal aliens get driver's licenses. Well, why? They're already in the country illegally. Who cares if they're driving legally? I mean, what do you want them to have a state-sanctioned ID for? That's kind of weird.
And I don't want to get I don't want to go down that road today because that's not the topic we were talking about. But since you mentioned the idea that Hillary won the popular vote, I think that's an absolute fabrication. It's absolutely false. Hillary won the illegal vote. But I want to close on this. It's becoming ever more apparent that the war on free speech and conservative ideas is in full swing over at Twitter, and at a minimum. And of course, this show is going to be throttled and whatever. No, I have to say we have had better viewership. Already, I'm seeing a spike in our numbers just since we started going daily. And I don't just mean overall. I mean we're getting more. We have more people watching our show each episode than we had been for a while. So it's coming along. Keep watching. Make sure you subscribe. Share the video. Share it on Facebook or Twitter or wherever. Tell your buddies about us. Tell them to subscribe. We get enough subscribers going on here and start turning over a little revenue out of this, then hell, crank it up. We'll crank it up another notch. Let's get it going. So thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Wake the hell up, people. Do it.
And we'll see you tomorrow for Taco Tuesday. Have a good one.